Hello friends, I'm Dr. Samir Vyas from thesacredvows.com. In our series on pre-marriage education, today I'm going to talk to you about the common mistakes that people make in listening and how to listen more effectively. Now imagine a situation where a husband and wife are sitting in the living room. The husband is reading the newspaper, there is the mobile phone, the TV is on, the news is coming on the TV, and the wife is trying to communicate to the husband. He's not nodding, he's not acknowledging. The poor lady is speaking and he's looking at the newspaper, reading WhatsApp. It's all lost in the noise. And right at that moment, one of his friends calls him up, immediately puts the newspaper down. He picks up the mobile phone, goes in the corner, switches off the TV, listens attentively to what the friend is saying, acknowledges. Very often we fail to give this attention to our own spouses. We fail to listen properly. Very often our ears are there, but our heart is not in the listening. We are very quick to listen. We should be very quick to listen rather, and slow to speak. God has given us 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason, so that we listen to twice as much as we speak. I am going to tell you some of the common mistakes of poor listeners. Mistakes like interrupting the other before the other even speaks, switching off in between, finishing their sentences. These are the common traits that these poor listeners have. And if you classify them, there are about 5 traits of a poor listener. The first kind of a poor listener is the advice giver. Instead of empathizing and listening unconditionally to the partner, he or she jumps in and quickly suggests, "Arey ye karna chahiye, do this, do that." Mashwara king. He keeps giving mashwaras, he keeps giving advice. This is one type of a poor listener. The second type of a poor listener is the interrupter. He does not even listen with the intent to understand. But while the other person is talking, in his mind, he is preparing his reply. And the research has found that these type of interrupters, on an average, do not hold back for more than 17 seconds. Every 17 seconds they want to jump in. It's a force of habit that the interrupter has developed. The third type of a poor listener is the reassurer. Suppose a wife comes in from office and she's telling her husband she's had a bad day at work and that she's feeling miserable because something went wrong in office. Immediately he says, no, it's okay, tomorrow you will feel better. Or he says, no, it's because the weather is so bad, or there is financial stress on you, therefore you are feeling like this. He prohibits the real expression of feeling, whether there is anxiety or disappointment, hurt or failure. Any feeling has to be expressed and received completely, and this problem is because these reassurers themselves need reassurance. Now coming to the fourth type of a trait of a poor listener is the rationalizer. The rationalizer always focuses on explaining the reason why you're feeling. If the wife says that I had a terrible day at work, he will not be listening, but he will prepare in his mind a rationalization of why she felt that way. He will say it's because of the kids' exam stress, or it is the year ending and the targets are not met, or some rational thinking he will have. He keeps interrupting with rational explanations for the same. And the fifth and the final type of a poor listener trait is that of a deflector. Now the deflector will take the conversation off on a tangent. He will say that actually that what you're saying reminds me of something, and he goes off to a topic where he usually is of the center in that topic, or a topic that interests him. Friends, we can all become good listeners, but we need to be willing to recognize where we fail in our listening abilities. And only if we are willing to learn our failure, to recognize where we fail in our listening, can we learn the new skills. And therefore, in my next topic, I'm going to talk to you about how to be a good listener. If you like my video, please click on the like, share and subscribe button, and visit my website thesacredvows.com for further information on how to prepare for a successful marriage. Thank you.